Our exhibition here at Pendon at the moment displays the evolution of transport by rail of china clay. I have to confess that I've got a special interest here, as I was in the aggregates industry and visited several china clay pits back in the 70s and 80s down in Devon and Cornwall. We trace the evolution of clay from its discovery right through to the current day, but our principal displays are from the 1920s, 30s, which is the Pendon period, through to the 2010s and 2020s. We've got a wide range of traffic portrayed in model form, mainly proprietary items, but we've also got at one weekend 2 visiting layouts which are on display and operating and are proving to be very popular with our general visitors as well as our friends of the museum. I hope that you'll enjoy what you're visiting and seeing, and look forward to seeing you again at the museum in the near future.
Our special weekend visiting displays for 2025 feature china clay operations complemented by a small exhibition that traces the history of clay by rail from the early days through to 2020. China clay, in the form of kaolin deposits, was discovered in Cornwall by William Cookworthy, who in 1768 opened the first English factory for the manufacture of true hard paste porcelain at Plymouth, later moved to Bristol. Shortly afterwards, the pottery makers of the Stoke-on-Trent area started using clay from Cornwall, following the opening of the Trent and Mersey Canal in 1770. The coming of the railways in the 19th century saw this trade expand rapidly, with clay also being used in the paper-making industry. Many small companies were originally involved in clay production, but in 1919 the majority of these combined to form English China Clays Limited, based at St Austell in Cornwall. The railways originally used open wagons to convey the clay, but their design had constantly evolved from the 1860s through to the more sophisticated designs in use today. Our exhibition, Clay by Rail, will run until the end of 2025.
Hi, I'm Jerry Clifford, and I'm here with True Rice, which is my old friend Ian Rice's layout. It's here for the China Clay weekend. The layout is largely based on the old Wenford branch, and it takes elements from various aspects of the North Cornwall China Clay lines, and particularly the old pan dries here, which, although they're a fraction of the size they really ought to be, they give a very good representation and a good idea of what went on these little china clay branches. Ian Rice, who built the layout, was a pioneering and very influential model who we sadly lost a couple of years ago, and a group of friends of Ian's have taken on many of his models which are historically important to the hobby. We bring them out so they can still be seen and enjoyed and inspire people. Ian was a long-standing friend of Pendon. He gave numerous talks and exhibited here a number of times, so hopefully he'd be very pleased to know that his layout is still coming up here and being enjoyed by people.
I'm Jeremy Good, and the current owner or custodian of Wheel Elizabeth. It's a P4 layout which represents the China Clay district in Cornwall, and I operate it nowadays in the sort of mid-1970s to early 1980s period. The layout itself was built as part of the Scale 4 Society's Diesel and Electric Challenge back in 2002-2003 by Andrew Elliott. And I took it over about 4 years ago to continue its life on the exhibition circuit. Basically, the layout represents a China Clay dry based on that at Carbis Wharf, just off the New Quay branch, but with a variety of other elements of the clay railways making up the scene as a whole. So it operates in late 70s, early 80s period, DCC with sound on the diesel locos, and we're slowly getting the stock up to speed, weathered and so on, to make it look right. But yes, it's here supporting the China Clay weekend along with the other layout True Rice, and it's just to provide some variety and some history to clay traffic by rail.
Did you know that Pendon Museum is a registered charity and relies on the support of visitors and friends of the museum to maintain and enhance this highly regarded attraction? Becoming a friend helps us to ensure that we can offer this unique in-house and online visitor experience for generations to come. We would love to welcome you to our group, and we offer many benefits for a small annual fee. For further information, please click the link below.